Hi friends, as a part of our master concept series, now I explain data versus information, the difference between data and information. Generally, many people treat data and information are one and same, but that is not so. Now we have to understand the difference between data and information. For this purpose, I would like to give you an example. If you consider the difference through this example, you can own this concept. Or otherwise, if I explain few points and all that, you may not grasp the clear difference between data and information. Now, for this purpose, I take an example of school. For example, a school is having 10 classes. 10 classes. Each class is having 3 sections, and each section they have 50 students. Totally how many students? 10 into 3, 30, 30 into 50. 1500 students are there in the school. Okay. And in every year there are 3 terms, that is quarterly, half yearly and annually. 3 terms are there. Each term 5 papers are there, 5 exams are there. Totally how many? There are 15 papers for each student. So if you multiply this, what happened? 22,500 papers are there. Total students have written 22,500 papers or exams. So in all of them, a certain percentage of marks are there. Okay, this is the data. This is data, and the school management would like to take some decisions to improve the standard of school. Just like that, if they take and all that without having proper data, it may not be a proper decision. They may not get a proper result out of that. But based on this information, they can take certain perfect decision making. Just for example, I tell you, class teachers are there, subject teachers are there. Which class teacher's performance is good? Suppose class teacher is responsible for one class. Its performance is good and all that, class teacher is responsible. Which class teachers are performing well? And which subject teachers are performing well? And then because of this analysis and all that, they can identify some teachers are performing well, some teachers are performing average, some teachers are very weak. In such case, they take to improve the standards of the students, what they do, they can give incentives for the good teachers who are performing well. They give warnings to the average teachers to improve their performance and all that. And they identify the weak teachers depending on the result of the students only, and they terminate the weak teachers and appoint better teachers and all that. By this way, they can improve the school's performance. For that, this is the base, data is the base. So whatever decisions they take, this is data. Whatever decisions they take, that is information. That is the basic difference. Otherwise, one more simple example I give you. Groundnut. You know, groundnut are a raw item, and from that, by processing, by grinding it, we can get oil. That is information. Like groundnut is raw material, and oil is the information. So you can understand, data is raw data. Information is derived out of processing or out of refining the data. That is the primary difference. Next difference is, this is independent. Data is independent. You can use it for any purpose, but decisions are dependent. Depending on the data, information is derived. Decisions can be taken. So here, same example. Groundnut are independent. You may use it for several purposes, not only oil. It may be used for seeds, and it may be used for different snacks, and many other purposes are there. So groundnut are independent, and different items, oil, seed, snacks and all that, those are dependent. So that difference you have to understand. Actually, other thing, how data is in either in text format or in numerical format, numbers and all that. Information has no such format. Suppose you take a decision, what format you give? There is no format. Actually, school management has taken a decision for 10 teachers we have to give extra incentives, performance incentives, and 20 teachers we have to give warning, and 15 teachers we have to terminate and appoint new teachers and all that. This, there is no specific format for that, and data can be structured, data can be displayed in different form. It may be tabular data, data can be shown like this in tables, and data can be shown in line graphs like this and all that. Otherwise, data can be shown in bar graphs like this, and data can be shown in tree graphs. Like that, in structured manner, data can be displayed, but information may not be displayed in all cases. It may not be displayed in such format, and data has no specific purpose. Actually, data can be used for several ways, depending on your need, depending on your interest. You can use, and information is a specific purpose. Suppose here in this example, management's objective is to improve the performance of the school, improve the standards of the school, and based on this information they may use it for other purpose. In this area, this much population is there, this many students joined. If we start the business school, another school in different area, their population is this much, and how many students may join, how much big school we have to build there, all the decisions. So this is the raw, it is like a groundnut. This can be utilized in different ways. It is independent. Whatever decisions or information we derive, that is dependent. That we have to understand. Actually, data is nothing but collection of facts. Whatever is there, whatever here, 1500 students are there. Everybody writes 15 papers, and they have written exam. In that they got some marks. All these are collecting facts. Information is derived, processed fact. These facts can be processed, and out of that information is derived. These are the prime differences between data and information. One thing, once again I am telling you, whenever you have to explain a concept, either in a college or elsewhere or in an interview, always take an example. For everything I give you example to motivate you, and you can find different examples. There is no depth for examples. If you search for an example, for every context you get an example. There is a saying, if you want to sing, there are a number of songs. That point you have to understand and proceed.